Hi everyone, Michael from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au. So excuse the informality of this video. I'm actually outside enjoying a bit of nature and was just scrolling through, checking the YouTube messages that were coming through and thought I better jump on this. And it's all to do with the 2023 Wedge-Tailed Eagle that we released in conjunction with Perth Mint this afternoon. So it sold out. Actually, if I'm honest, it sold out a little bit quicker than I thought. I thought we'd get 1 or 2 days out of it. We got about an hour and a half out of it before it sold out. Incredibly popular design, incredibly beautiful design, beautiful coin, hugely popular every year. However, one of the problems with these types of coins, and this one in particular, it's a limited production. Perth Mint only produce 50,000. That's all they're contracted to produce. Now, this design is not owned by the Perth Mint. This series is not owned by the Perth Mint. It's owned by an American company who contract, for want of a better word, the Perth Mint to produce them, on the condition that the vast majority of them, so 90-odd% of them, are sent straight back overseas to this US company for sale for them into the US. Now, this isn't unusual. Perth Mint do this with several different companies around the world at different times, and you'll actually see them released in a limited number within Australia. The Quokka that's coming out later on this year will be another one that's actually owned by an overseas company, but the vast majority go overseas, but a limited number remain in Australia. Now, I'm guessing, I actually haven't asked Perth Mint exact numbers, but it will be in the single-digit thousands of coins that will remain in Australia, and they were basically spread between 3 companies: ourselves, Bullion Now, another company, and Perth Mint themselves. Now, we only get a certain allocation. We only got an allocation of about 2,000. There are no more. We can't get any more. We can't ask for any more. So a lot of people are saying, why have you only got a limited number? Why have you only got a small number? You should have ordered more. We absolutely would have if we could have, but we can't. That's what we're limited to. People are saying, why didn't we limit the number to 1 per person? Look, we do that sometimes. The 2022 10-ounce kookaburra that we released about a month ago, we limited that to 1 per person. We copped a lot of heat for that, for limiting people as to the number they could buy. This time we didn't limit people, so we copped a hiding for it, so we can't win on this one. But having said that, we do appeal to people's sense of fair play. We ask people to not place larger orders on these types of things. And look, to a large degree, people haven't. Most of the orders are for around about that, 5 to 10 or 15 coins. We did have a couple go through. I haven't got the numbers in front of me, so I might be slightly out, but there was a couple of orders that went through at about 40 coins, but that was pretty much the largest order that went through, which honestly on a 1 ounce silver coin is not a very large order at all. We see the order of like the magnitude of several times, like probably 100 times that, with some of the 1 ounce silver coins that we do manage to get in and release. It's really hard from a bullion dealer's perspective with these types of things. You're always stuck with this dilemma of, do I say to the Perth Mint, no, we don't want them, send them overseas so then they don't become available to the Australian collectors and stackers? Do we take them on board, which is actually what we do? Do we take them on board and just be thankful for what we get and release that to the market? Yeah, okay, we're going to cop heat for it. Do we throw it out there and just allow anyone to buy as many as they want? Do we hold them back and limit them to 1 per person and end up making a loss? I've discussed this a number of times online where, and we don't begrudge doing it at times where we actually just release 1 at a time, but we make a loss when we do that. By the time we take into account all the costs, the back-end costs of, getting them in, paying for freight, taking the photos, creating the video, creating the listing, picking them out, packing them, sending them off, all these types of things. When you're doing it on a 1 by 1 ounce coin basis, the company actually makes a loss. And look, we ride that sometimes and we do it with a smile, but other times, it doesn't work. I have to be honest, I probably dropped the ball a little bit on this one by thinking, well, we've got 2,000. I don't think they'll sell out that quickly. I was obviously glaringly wrong on that, so I apologise for that for people that did miss out. We didn't price gouge at all. We could have said, right, well, we know these are going to be incredibly popular. We'll jack the price up. That's not what we do at Bullion Now. We try our very hardest to maintain the prices, so we matched the Perth Mint's price. I know that others haven't, but you know, that's the way we've done it. In fact, we've copped heat over that because people are now saying to us, and I got a couple of nasty grams saying, you know, now I have to go to X company and buy them and they're dearer than you are and that's not fair. And, you know, like, well, I don't have control over what other companies charge for their coins. So, again, a little bit of... I get the frustration. I get that people are frustrated with this. We're frustrated with it. We don't like going to market with these things knowing that we're going to cop a hiding. But, you know, if we want to make them available, we kind of don't have a choice, I suppose, is where I'm going with this. So, look, I apologise if I've upset anyone. I apologise for any angst and any heat out there. We do still have some available, believe it or not. We didn't list them all. We have kept some for the shop. So if you are Melbourne based and you come along to the shop, so level 6, 227 Collins Street, you can still buy some over the counter. I believe that we are sold out on the web, although if we do get any cancelled orders, you will see them appear on the web. Please don't flood the phones with phone calls and emails and that saying, oh, you know, if you get one, you know, I'd really love it, because at the end of the day, you know, like, we can't process them on that sort of scale either. So, you know, we're doing the best we can is probably what I'm coming back to at the end of the day. We try and satisfy as much as we can, but there are times when you miss out. You know, it's the same with, you know, a lot of things where you see very popular releases, and people, you know, some people just miss out. That's just the luck of the draw. So we will continue to try and source these types of releases from the Perth Mint and from other companies around the world. We will endeavour to bring them to market at a fair price and not price gouge them. There are times when we'll only be able to get a very limited number, and we will frustrate people, and we genuinely feel terrible about that. But I'm open to suggestions as to how else we can do it, because limiting the number annoys people, not limiting the number annoys people, not getting them annoys people, getting them annoys people. If someone can come out with a way that I can keep everyone happy, I'm all ears. Yeah, that's it for now. Yeah, I'm not even sure how to finish this one. But we will still keep trying to provide the best customer service we possibly can. That's it for now. We'll talk again soon. See ya.